Huh?
Table first,
Yeah. All right, here's an update for today. We are on the way to grab some food. I got a busy day working, as usual. Today's a Tuesday, so we asked one of these tuk-tuks. Oh God, that hurt. We asked one of these tuk-tuks that to take us to the center. There's a nice restaurant that we've eaten before. It's like the best food so far in the city. So we're on the way there. So apparently he can't go to the actual center, so we just gotta walk about a minute. But welcome to the center of Hainan. Han? Dude, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this. Can't even pronounce it that well. Oh, it's a cell phone shop. Might have to get a SIM card soon. Just like in Peru or everywhere else in Peru, they have city centers everywhere. I mean, I think that's just pretty common. It's like a downtown, right? In the United States, we got downtowns. So this is the city center. Really nice. And our restaurant that we're trying to go to is over there. Anyways, this is the restaurant. They sell really good food. I didn't see it. But I'm gonna get this. Come here, babe. I'm getting this right here. Arroz con mariscos. It's absolutely delicious, yeah. And this restaurant's really clean. It didn't give me the shits, which is exactly what you want. All right, anyways, we'll see you soon. All right, everybody, I think I finally figured it out. So the server came up to me and said this. He said that Tuesday's dishes, these are all prepared and ready. And we can just order these now. However, all of these other foods here, which is like just different plates, barbecue, you got ribs, you got all these other things. Those, they're gonna have to prepare it, which means our wait is gonna be a little bit longer. So I think that's it. I solved it. They have food that is ready to go, and then they have food that you have to wait for and prepare for. I wish it was explained earlier, but as usual, I'm an idiot. Can't figure things out until someone explains them. So, all right, we're gonna chow down, and then we'll continue on with the day. See you soon. We just ate the food, and we are entering a food coma. I am a bit tired, but we got about a 15-minute walk. Then I have to go get a SIM card, and then we hopefully head out. So, we'll see. Got an update here. We are not leaving the city today. And the reason for this is because, man, I feel like every time I talk to the camera, like I can't walk in a straight line. Like I literally had to walk around these fucking piles of rocks just to get back on the sidewalk. As I was saying, we are not going to be leaving the city today. We're actually just going to stay here another night. And on that topic, I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit of what it's like working and traveling at the same time. And it's not just regular traveling, like on a bus or public transportation or whatever. It's actually like proper motorcycle traveling or traveling with your own vehicle. So most of the days of the week, Monday through Friday, I'm working. So I wake up maybe about 5 o'clock in the morning. And even though my work starts around 9, I wake up early enough to pretty much finish my work by like 11, 12. So that'll be around the time I check out of the hotel. So it's usually around 12 or 1 or 2 even some days that I'm done with my work. And then depending on the day, depending on the location, I might drive an hour or 2 to the next city, or I might drive 4 hours, 5 hours to the next city. And depending on how much I have to drive, it changes the way I wake up. So if I have to drive 4 hours in one day, I'm waking up at like 4 or 5, and I'm pretty much working nonstop until like 12. So that is kind of how my schedule is. Now, another very challenging thing about traveling and working, and people are just hardcore staring at me. You know, sometimes with I just stopped there, just because people were literally like speechless staring at us for some reason. It's just very uncomfortable. You know, I can deal with some staring, but like just hardcore stopping your tracks, staring at us is just weird. It just makes you feel very uncomfortable. Um, as I was saying, again, one of the challenges of working on the road like this is Wi-Fi. So I work on my laptop and pretty much need good stable Wi-Fi, especially if I'm on a Zoom meeting or I gotta jump on a Slack call or I gotta jump on a whatever call to help out a coworker or to join meetings. And so what I use, which is fantastic, I use T-Mobile. For those who are not familiar with T-Mobile, it has like 170 plus countries that you have connections to, and you can get something called like a international pass. So that allows you to use your T-Mobile carrier with like full 5G, 4G LTE, whatever is the highest connection you can get. It's only 30 days though. It's like $50. So for those wondering how much the price is, that's how much it is. And then another thing that I do is I carry like two phones with me. So I carry my phone with the US plan, T-Mobile plan, and then I will buy a SIM card for that country. And the reason for this is because the internet connection isn't really that great sometimes. So I'm walking, you can kind of see the chaos of the streets. So the internet connection isn't that great sometimes. So for example, in this small city, which is about 200,000 people, you would think it has really good internet connection. Not really. So sometimes I'm gonna have to pull out my phone and use the hotspot to be able to like continue carrying a conversation on a call, or sometimes I'm gonna be sharing my screen to my team and I have to be able to have good connection. A good example is today, I'm on a call with a teammate. We're trying to solve a problem. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So as I was saying, a good example was today I was on a call with a teammate and I was trying to share my screen and we're trying to solve a problem together. Internet starts crapping out right in the middle of the conversation. Pull out my phone, turn on the hotspot, and I'm back to stable connection. Of course, it has limited data, so I only use it at those times and moments, but that's how I do it, guys. I use Wi-Fi on hotels, Wi-Fi from hotels, Airbnbs, anywhere that I can use Wi-Fi, even Starbucks sometimes. And in a case of emergencies, I'll use my T-Mobile hotspot. And then also as another backup is the local SIM connection or local line connection with data as well. So this has been working for me really well, and it's pretty much has worked for me throughout all of the countries I've traveled. So far, I know we're only in Peru. However, this worked all through Central America and so far half of South America. So it's a pretty solid plan and it's a pretty solid way of working. One of the other challenges that we face when it comes to traveling on a motorcycle and having to work is the amount of small towns that you pass by along larger cities and the gap between larger cities as well. What I mean by that is, for example, this city that we're at right now, Jaén in Peru, has a population of about 200,000 people. However, it took us about 4 hours or 5 hours to get to this city. And between this city and another major city were a bunch of smaller towns. Those small towns almost never have good internet connection, even stable cellular connection. In terms of food, very hard to find anything good. If you gotta wash clothes, for example, or you have to have some kind of basic life amenities, it's really hard to find that. Unlike part of like the Western world, like the United States, for example, a lot of small towns are kind of fully loaded. Still not the same thing as a large city or a mid-sized city, but you usually can find all your amenities. Here, it's best way I can explain it. It's like very, very, very rural, to the point where there's not even hotels. So, like, look at that. Look at that. This is the sidewalk. I'm literally trying to record right now and film this as I'm, trying to take care of stuff. There's literally fucking bricks in the middle of the sidewalk blocking our path. I gotta get onto the street, get honked at, and then I gotta continue the conversation. This is hard. So the solution to this problem is you have to look at the map and figure out which is the next largest city you can go to, and time your day so you are able to jump from one major city to another major city. So then I can have internet connection for work. I can be around if a coworker needs to jump on a call. I can be around if I need to debug any problems or issues on our system. It's all part of the game. And with this though, we are not able to do things like camping. We can't really go camping. If we get tired on the road, like we want to stay at some random hotel in the middle of nowhere, can't do that. We've tried that. Usually no good internet connection. Even though they'll advertise that they have good internet connection, they most likely won't. So yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I hope you're able to learn a little bit. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment, DM me, whatever. Yeah, I'll see you on the road. Peace.